Hello once again, everyone. It is Thursday evening, and it's time to geek out to the weather, which is a-changin', that is for sure. Today, the grand finale of extended forever summer. I posted earlier today on social media. Today is July 95th. People seem to enjoy that joke. I won't claim originality to that one. I did rip that off from somewhere. But yeah, it seemed like July extended all the way into early October this year. A little bit of a delay in our fall foliage as a result of all the warm weather we've had lately. The leaves are starting to turn, of course, across much of our region, but I would say it is behind schedule by at least a handful of days, if not a full week or so. Our typical foliage peak around here is usually somewhere between the 15th and, say, the 25th, 26th. This year it'll probably be more like the 20th to Halloween, perhaps even into the first couple of days of November. Moderate color seen up in parts of the Catskills and into the Adirondacks, the Green and White Mountains up in New England, even getting some high color across the U.S.-Canadian border, but definitely just low color locally, and that should be the case in the short term. I think by next weekend, around, what would that be, like the 13th, 14th, with another chilly air mass coming down, and of course by then we're getting into mid-October and even shorter nights and cooler nights. I think our colors will really start to pop, I think, as we go towards the end of next week and into next weekend. Until then, everything is, just kind of subtle for the time being. All right, real quickly, I want to review the last 30 days worth of rain because pretty serious drought has developed in parts of the Ohio Valley and down into the southeast. Everywhere that is below, or kind of shy of yellow color on this map, has seen less than 2 inches worth of rain over the last 30 days. So pretty much everywhere south of this line right here. I just activated my Apple Watch by saying something that Siri thought I was asking her if it was raining. It is not raining. But anyway, yeah, south of that line, this is all areas that have had less than 2 inches worth of rain over the last 30 days. And even, in some of these blue colors here, this is well under an inch worth of rain over the last 4 weeks. And so no surprise, pretty serious drought has developed in those areas. Locally, wettest amounts, or highest amounts, wettest weather, has been in Trumbull County. Otherwise, our amounts have been below average for the most part over the last 30 days, generally 2 inches or so or less. So yeah, now we're into an extreme drought in eastern Kentucky, and it's a severe drought for most of the bluegrass state and parts of West Virginia, southern Virginia, and even parts of southwest Ohio now in a moderate drought. Now, we're not technically in the drought category here locally, but abnormally dry conditions are noted, and over 80% of Ohio now is in at least the abnormally dry designation, and it's something in the teens as far as the moderate drought is concerned. It's like 15% of Ohio, mostly in the south and the west. We didn't add much to our rainfall totals today with those scattered showers we had mid-afternoon today. A few hundredths of an inch was pretty much it. We did a little bit better in far eastern Mercer County. We actually had some thunder and lightning for a time. So from around I-79 and east, we did a little bit better with the rainfall totals, but that was the exception, not the rule. There we had those showers earlier on, again, most concentrated in Mercer County. Interesting, once those showers move through, pay attention to the radar starting right around here. That's our first cold front right there. It's kind of a subtle feature, but you noticed the change. If you were outside, say at 6:30 this evening, big time cool down compared to just a few hours earlier. Now, this isn't even the true cold front that is going to be a pattern changer for us. It has not come through yet, but a subtle lead feature, kind of an initial cool front, did push through and trimmed into the heat. We got into the mid-80s today, just shy of a record high this afternoon, in fact. Now, our actual real cold front, the real deal, is off to our west. I will draw it. It's right here. And so behind that is when you'll really notice, hey, things have changed. That'll be late tonight and into tomorrow. So we did 86 today, the record 87. New Philly was at 91, Pittsburgh 89, Columbus again in the middle 90s this afternoon. That's the last time I'll show you a map like that, probably until at least May, if not June of next year. Whoosh, here go the dew points, tumbling out of the 60s through the 50s overnight and eventually settling into the 40s tomorrow afternoon. Now, it's going to be kind of a murky first half of the day tomorrow, very November-ish with a northwest flow, some lake effect rain showers. So this is overdone in the model. These will be most numerous, no surprise, up in the snow belt. But a sprinkle or a shower, something I can't rule out locally tomorrow morning. The clouds will thin tomorrow afternoon, leaving us with dry weather for high school football tomorrow evening. Now, for the first time this year, it's going to be true jacket and hoodie weather for football Friday evening. Kickoff temperature probably 53, 54 on average, but 50 by halftime, and by the third and fourth quarters, we'll see some mid-40s showing up for local temperatures Friday evening. So hot chocolate will be a popular item, I suspect, Friday evening. All right, freeze watches are out for tomorrow night for a lot of eastern New York up into the Hudson Valley, up into parts of Vermont as well, and extending all the way down into the northern tier of PA. I'm not going to be surprised if some frost advisories are issued for areas east of I-79, especially kind of down in here. The Pittsburgh Weather Service office may hoist some frost advisories, if not tonight, then tomorrow morning. For tomorrow night and Saturday morning for parts of western PA. Doubt we see any locally in our immediate area, but east of I-79, yeah, those spots could get well down into the 30s Friday night, Saturday morning. Otherwise, beautiful day Saturday as high pressure slips off to the east, sunshine, a few fair weather afternoon high clouds, no big deal. Saturday's the day to take care of anything you want to do outdoors this weekend because Sunday's not looking great. I've upped our rain chances to 70% on Sunday with a weak cool front ringing out a few showers on Sunday. Good day to sit inside and watch some football. All right, some cooler times ahead in the medium range. The trends, the model trends over the last day or two have been cooler in the medium range. So while I do think there'll be a warm-up next week, towards the end of the week, next weekend, that second weekend of October, is looking pretty chilly. And so the 6 to 10 day outlook reflects that. Notice we're kind of in a neutral color here, but you can definitely see the pattern is a cooler looking one for a lot of the eastern U.S. as we go into the medium range. So temperatures do rebound next week after a cool start to the week. We get up to 71 Thursday, but I suspect we're closer to 61, maybe even some highs in the 50s next weekend, second weekend of October. All right, thanks for checking out tonight's video. Thanks for watching this week's editions of Weather for Weather Geeks. We've had a lot to talk about this week, namely heat. So have a great night, everyone. I'll see you back here for a new edition of this video on Monday. Hope you have a great Thursday night.